Welcome back to Tech Trends. It's been a wild month in the technology sector, with developer conferences from Google, Nvidia, Microsoft, and Apple, major equity offerings, a potential record-breaking IPO from SpaceX, and some notable volatility, including a nearly 5% drop in the tech-heavy NASDAQ 100 in a single day. Let's start with the developer conferences. Google I/O highlighted what the company calls the beginning of the agentic AI era, announcing updates such as Gemini 3.5 Flash, Google Spark, and Omni. Shortly after, Google made headlines again with an $85 billion equity offering to fund its AI expansion. Nvidia reported strong earnings in May, although the stock saw some volatility following the release. At the start of June, Nvidia hosted its first GTC Taipei alongside Computex. One of the biggest talking points came from CEO Jensen Huang, who suggested that Marvell technology could become the next trillion-dollar company. This, combined with news of Marvell's addition to the S&P 500, drove the stock up roughly 30%. We previously featured Marvell on our watch list in our top picks report, but have since removed it following the recent rally. Next, Microsoft Build showcased the launch of Microsoft IQ and continued expansion of Copilot Studio. And wrapping up the conference season, Apple held its Worldwide Developers Conference, where the company introduced updates to Siri powered by AI. All of these companies are covered in our top picks reports and are also holdings within AMS Equity. Looking at capital markets, 2026 could shape up to be a major year for IPOs. Semiconductor company Cerebras Systems has gone public, and SpaceX is reportedly in the middle of its investor roadshow, with plans to go public in the coming days. In the broader space sector, Blue Origin also made headlines following an explosion of one of its spacecraft on the launch pad. In AI, both Anthropic and OpenAI have confidentially filed for IPOs, signaling continued momentum in the sector. It will be interesting to see how these companies perform once they enter the public markets. In healthcare, Eli Lilly reported back-to-back positive trial results in the weight loss category. Its triple hormone receptor drug, retatrutide, demonstrated up to 28% weight loss, while its oral GLP-1 drug showed strong performance compared to existing alternatives. Finally, on June 5th, markets experienced a sharp sell-off. The Nasdaq 100 fell nearly 5%, driven in part by weaker-than-expected results from Broadcom relative to expectations, as well as a stronger-than-expected U.S. jobs report, which pushed yields higher. Following the recent rally, we have removed Broadcom from our watch list due to reduced upside potential. Despite the volatility, we continue to view market pullbacks as opportunities for long-term investors, particularly as we remain optimistic about U.S. equities in the AI-driven growth cycle. Looking ahead, key catalysts include the pricing of the SpaceX IPO and second quarter earnings season, which begins in mid-July, with many major companies reporting toward the end of the month. Thank you.
This discussion is intended for informational purposes only. This is not investment research or investment advice, and no recommendation or financial advice is being given. This discussion does not take into account individual investment objectives, financial condition, or investor needs. The views and opinions expressed in this discussion may differ from the views and opinions of other departments or divisions of Itaú and its affiliates.